Would you like to read this, Ms. Pitoy, the conclusion?
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, for better understanding of our audience, mga kababayan natin, kaya ng NBI na i-explain lahat na ito in Tagalog po para maintindihan po ng lahat na nanonood sa atin.
The handwritten entries, meaning to say, yung pong pagkakasulat nung handwritten name and the numbers and the dates reveal significant similarities, indicating that the handwritten names and the figures were written by one and the same person. Iisang tao lang po ang sumulat.
There are 7 groups of handwritten receipts that were found to be written by one and the same person, Your Honor. Ibig po bang sabihin nito na sa 7 groups po, isang tao lang po ang sumulat? Yes, Your Honor, it's possible.
Eto na mga boss, kakapasok lang na balita. Grabe si Vice President Sara, booking na, tumistigo ng NBI. Binulsa ni BP ang confidential fund, binasahan na ng impeachment. Base sa impormasyong kumakalat ngayon sa social media, pinakita na ng NBI ang mga resibo ng pirma, mga resibong magpapakitang nagnakaw talaga si Duterteng totoong kumuha siya sa confidential fund matapos malamang pinalabas ni BP Sarang magkakaibang taong nakatanggap sa resibo ng pirma, pero iisang tao lang talagang nakatanggap sa pera ng confidential fund. Iniiba lang ni Duterte ang pirma para palabasing ginamit niya sa tama ang kanyang pondo, wala na siya ditong takas. Kaya ito, sabay-sabay nating panoorin kung paano si BP Sara, grabe, booking na, tumistigo ng NBI. Binulsa ni Duterte ang confidential fund, binasahan na ng impeachment. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, baka pwedeng i-click nyo muna ang like, share, comment, subscribe at i-hit nyo na rin ang notification bell kung gusto nyo ng mga ganitong klase ng video para laging updated kayo sa mga susunod pa nating ibabalita. Kaya tara, panoorin na natin to.
Please flash the photograph of the examined signatures. Ms. Pitoy, you can describe the document which are being flashed for the understanding of the justice members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Lagbas?
Yeah,
Madam Chair, can Ms. Pitoy approach so that she can also pinpoint?
Yes,
numbers?
yes,
Thank you.
kindly approach the
Thank
big
you, Madam.
screen. Let's hear first the Honorable Lagbas.
Madam Chair, for better understanding of our audience, mga kababayan natin, kaya ng NBI na i-explain lahat na ito in the vernacular or in Tagalog po para maintindihan po ng lahat na nanonood sa atin
Ms.
ngayon.
Pitoy is requested to explain the documents which will be flashed in the screen in our Filipino language for the understanding of the public who are watching us. You can approach the big screen so you can point to those parts of the document while you explain.
Madam Chair, we'll try to explain it in Tagalog because it's mostly technical language.
May proceed, Ms. Pitoy.
Your Honor, as stated in the question documents report, on the conclusion on the conclusion
Can we
portion.
speak in Filipino, ma'am? To the best way that you can. All right, feel free.
In Filipino, Your Honor. Kagaya po ng nakasaad sa aming report, yung unang findings po, as far as the acknowledgement receipt under the name Sally Rendon, which is marked Q26, and yung pangalawa pong acknowledgement receipt na Q27, pwede pong sabay ipakita. Ito pong dalawang acknowledgement receipt na ito, Q26 and Q27, meron pong pagkakahawig, similarities sa form. When we say form, it means the structural pattern or how the formation. Ma'am, pasensya na po. Ang hirap po i-submit sa Tagalog, i-state sa Tagalog. Pag sinabi pong form, it refers to the pattern in which the elements, this is what we call a highly personalized signature. There are no visible letters. That's why we are referring it to the form or the structural pattern. And in the examination, it reveals that the signatures above these two acknowledgement receipts under under the name of Sally Rendon and Sally Dado, the two signatures reveal significant similarities. in the patterns of the letters, pati po sa alignment. When we say alignment, it's the relationship of the signature with the printed name, where the habit of the writer is the same, and in the manner of execution of the strokes, indicating that these two signatures were written by one and the same person, although they are of two different names. Yun po yung findings number 1. Yung pangalawang findings naman po, can we have the second? Yung pong acknowledgement receipt under the names of Jason Bitangcol, Celsa Arrojable, Samson Sales, Samson Samuel, Sabel Salazar, they are marked Q32, Q33, Q34, Q35, Q36. 5 po sila. Medyo lumiit po pag sabay. Siguro po dala-dalawa muna or tatlo-tatlo muna. So ito po yung Q34. Okay. Yung first 3 elements po sa Q34 and Q33, Q32, Q35, and Q36, we are referring po tong series of figure 8-like patterns. Hindi maipakita. Which are similar to one another as far as the pattern and the manner of execution are concerned. Magkakamukha din po sila. Yung findings, ito po yung pangatlong findings naman po refers to the acknowledgement receipts under the name of Annalisa Zinio and Ken Naso. Dito po ang findings is as far as the handwritten dates are concerned. Pwede pong ipakita yung Q1 and Q2. Yung patterns po of the letters and the figures dun sa handwritten dates reveal significant similarities din po, indicating that they were written by one and the same person. Yung findings number 4 po refers to the acknowledgement receipts under the name Angel Marie Abrigo and Anthony Santos. Again, ang basis po are yung handwritten dates, numbers, which are similar as far as the pattern and the distinct characteristics of the figures that appear on these acknowledgement receipts, indicating that they were written by one and the same person. Yung sumunod pong findings is doon po sa acknowledgement receipt under the name Joseph Carcedo and Raymond Mamon. The handwritten entries, meaning to say, yung pong pagkakasulat nung handwritten name and the numbers in the dates reveal significant similarities, indicating that the handwritten names and the figures were written by one and the same person. Iisang tao lang po ang sumulat. Ang huli pong findings ay doon sa acknowledgement receipt sa names ni Milky Sequoia, mark Q22 and Q23. Yung handwritten name ng Milky Sequoia in these 2 acknowledgement receipts shows significant similarities also as far as the patterns of the letters are concerned, indicating that these 2 handwritten receipts were written by one and the same person, as far as the handwritten name is concerned lamang po. And yun po ang nilalaman ng aming question documents report, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Caroline Pitoy.
Madam Chair.
So, Honorable Lagbas?
Yes, Madam Chair. I have two questions, if that's okay.
Yes.
Two clarificatory
That
questions.
is for Ms. Caroline Pitoy?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, please proceed.
Madam Chair, based on the 36 receipts that Madam Caroline Pitoy has examined, how many are found to be executed by or written by one and the same person?
There are 7 groups of handwritten receipts that were found to be written by one and the same person, Your Honor.
Ibig po bang sabihin nito na sa 7 groups po, isang tao lang po ang sumulat?
7 magkakagrupo po, na bawat grupo, isang tao lang ang sumulat.
7 magkakaibang grupo of question documents. So kumbaga, 7 tao po ang gumawa nitong 7 grupo of question documents.
Yes, Your Honor, it's possible.
So out of the 36, 7 tao lamang ang sumulat ng lahat ng documents na to. Paiba-ibang 7 tao sa 7 groups of question documents. Just to clarify po.
Maaari pong 7 tao, maaari pong iba-ibang group, how do we say it? Maaari pong 7 grupo, but not necessarily po iba-iba. Kasi po, they were grouped according to the class and the styles of handwritings. Kagaya po halimbawa nung yung findings number 4, ang binigyan lamang po ng opinion ay yung handwritten dates. Hindi po nabigyan ng opinion yung signatures. So maari din pong yung date lang ang sinulat, yung 2 date lang ang sinulat ng iisang tao, but yung signature, wala po kaming opinion kasi hindi po sila comparable.
Okay. So, ang klaro po is based dun sa grouping ninyo, makikita na merong possibling 7 tao lang ang gumawa or sumulat.
Possible po, Your Honor.
That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Dilima.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Clarificatory lang po. Okay, so the question documents are submitted to you are the
No.
acknowledgement receipts.
No, Your Honor. We conducted the examination sa office po ng Commission on Audit.
It's a commission on audit because those documents were the ones submitted to COA.
Yes, Your Honor.
And these are acknowledgement receipts.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi based ho on paragraph 52 of the Sabali et al. Complaint, ang sinubmit na mga acknowledgement receipts are about 2,400 something. Now, you said that 36 were subjected to examination. So can we say that these are random samplings? Sino po pumili ng mga dapat i-examine?
Yun pong House of Representatives, Your Honor.
36 ang
36.
sinubmit po.
36 lang po
Pero-
ang pina-examine sa amin.
Pina-examine sa inyo, but you conducted it at the office of the COA
Yes, Your Honor.
because the acknowledgement receipts are in the custody of COA.
The original copies, Your Honor, are in the custody of COA.
Okay, so pwede ho ba nating masabi na yun ang mga random sampling ho yan?
It's possible, Your Honor, although they were the ones who selected these acknowledgement receipts at random.
They were the ones who selected the acknowledgement receipts kasi may duda sila
Yes.
na pairs are written by one and the same person.
Yes, Your
Sets
Honor.
of pairs. Yung mga findings nyo po dun sa 8 na yon, these are all just pairs and not groups.
Groups. Some are pairs, some are groups.
Some are
Your
groups. So several, so more than 8. Yung mga may findings na one and the same person. Or 8 sets,
Honor. 7 sets, Your Honor.
7 sets. Pero some sets are just pairs and some sets are more than 2, more than pairs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Di ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So more than 7 yung mga nakitaan nyo ng similar characteristics which evinces a conclusion, a possible conclusion that these are written by one and the same person.
7 groups, Your Honor.
7 groups. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Are there any other clarificatory questions?
Yes, Madam
The
Chair.
Honorable Flores.
Ma'am, from the 2,000 receipts submitted or more, hindi ba kayo pumili randomly ng other receipts that you could subject to the testing?
No, Your Honor. Only 36 were submitted to us, meaning the photocopies of these 36 receipts were submitted to us. And these were the only ones that were asked, requested from us to examine at the COA, Your Honor.
Okay,
We
so,
did not select them. They were
Alright.
submitted to us.
So, I'll ask the NBI director lang na nandito po ngayon. So, hindi nyo ba, like, take it upon yourself to test the other documents? Kasi parang, if you listen to the explanation of ma'am, sabi niya, it was upon the request of the House of Representatives daw. Eh, paano yung hindi ni-request? Di ba, dapat din ba i-subject yun to examination?
Yeah.
Randomly? Or?
Yeah, I was not the NBI director at that time, but based on the information communicated to me when I reviewed the report, that was the one given to be examined. And the information also given to me that was the 4,000 documents, some of them are duplicates. So that some of them were not submitted for examination because there's a duplication already. So technically, the point of the Honorable De Lima is correct, that and the other honorable members, that it was technically randomly given for purposes of examination. And the view is when it was examined already, even if you will look at the sample that is 36, there was already a findings that the reports was prepared by several individuals or at least very few individuals. I understand the point of Honorable Lagbas that among the 36, there are already 7 groups that they can see that it was written by one and the same person.
Okay. But the 36, from the 36, the requested ito, no? Sabi nila, na requested to be examined
Yes, Your Honor.
by, the House of Representatives.
Yes, Your Honor. Only 36.
Only 36, which in their opinion was to be subjected to the expert examination of the NBI.
Yes, Your Honor.
So may possibility din na more are in that bunch. But kaso lang, hindi ni-request to be examined.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what would be a good size of sampling ba dapat? I mean, just for people to know, ano bang, out of that 2,000 plus,
Yeah, Madam
or
Chair,
4,000?
the Bureau is ready to examine everything if it will be provided to us. We
Okay.
can do that. But as reported to me, among the 4,000s, there's already a lot of duplication. Some of them are not in the original state. So the findings, even if we will examine it, will not be that conclusive. As to the 36 that we have a conclusive findings, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, if I may add, yeah. If the Honorable Committee so request, we are more than willing to examine.
Would you like to read this, Ms. Pitoy? The conclusion?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
The report contains the findings and conclusion on the question signature and handwritings appearing on the 36 acknowledgement receipts. And they are marked Q1 to Q36. And based on the examination conducted on the original copies which are on file with the Commission on Audit, there were groups of acknowledgement receipts that were written by the same person. The question signatures above the names Sally Rendon marked as Q26, the acknowledgement receipt marked Q26, and
the signatures above the name Sheila Dado on the acknowledgement receipt marked Q27 were written by one and the same person. The second findings revealed that the question signatures above the names Jason Bitangkol, the acknowledgement receipt under the name of Jason Bitangkol, and the signatures above the acknowledgement receipt identified as Celsa Arojable and Samson Sales, Samson Samuel, and Sabel Salazar, all the question signatures here show similarities in handwriting characteristics. The conclusion number 3, the question handwritten dates below the names of acknowledgement receipts in the name of Annalisa Zinio and Ken Naso, the dates here were written by one and the same person. The next conclusion would be on the acknowledgement receipts under the names Heda Claribelita Tamayo and Jason Reignol. The handwritten dates below these names were written by one and the same person. The next findings would be the handwritten dates below the acknowledgement receipts in the names of Angel Marie Abrigo and Anthony Santos. They were also written by one and the same person. The next findings would be on the handwritten dates below the names of acknowledgement receipts in the names of Joseph Carcedo and Raymond Mamon. They were also written by one and the same person. And the last, the handwritten names Milky Sequoia, the addresses and the dates appearing on the 2 acknowledgement receipts under the names Milky Sequoia were written by one and the same person.
All right. Are there any other clarificatory questions for the NBI?
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Bernadette Barbers.
clarificatory question to the source person, Ms. Caroline Moldes Pitoy and Antonio Magbuhos.
You may proceed.
Madam Chair, may I request that the first findings of the resource persons, as stated in the report, be shown in the screen together with the specimen. Oh.
Is it part of those shown already? Item 1? Item 1 of the findings of the NBI. Kindly flash again in the screen.
Ms. Caroline or Attorney Magbuhos, according to your report,
May I just confirm, Honorable Barbers, if you are referring to item 1?
yes.
Okay.
According to your report here, 1.0, may pagkakapareho sa form of elements, alignment, movements and directions of the line strokes at manner of execution. Tong dalawa?
Yes, Your Honor. The signatures above the names Sally Rendon and Sheila Dado.
Thank you. Next finding, set of specimen, please. 1.1.
Please flash 1.1.
Okay. Madam, sir, according to your report here, dito naman po ay may pagkakapareho in form, movements, and direction of line strokes and manner of execution, yung 5.
Yes, Your Honor. Receipt under the names Jason Bitangkol, Celsa Arojable, Samson Sales, Samson Samuel, and Sabel Salazar.
Thank you. Madam, sir, according to your report here, 2.0. Okay. May pagkakapareho ang pagkakasulat ng letters and numerals, direction of line strokes, and manner of execution nitong dalawa.
2.0, Your Honor, refers to the
similarities in handwriting characteristics on the handwritten date below the name of the receipt under the name Annalisa Zino and Ken Nazo.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, any other clarificatory questions from the members? Honorable Brian Poe.
Madam Chair, based on the report, I saw that there were 8 findings. May I ask, these findings, were they based, how many DEPs were used, or how many DEPs were these based on?
There are 7 findings, Your Honor.
There's 7, not 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 findings. And of the 7 findings, how many DEPs were used as the sample set for the 7 findings?
May I be clarified? What do you mean by DEP?
He's asking
DEP.
about the number of specimen signatures which were examined.
The
The number of
documentary
receipts.
evidence of payment?
Receipts.
Yes.
There were 36 receipts that were examined, Your Honor.
Okay. To be clear, though, I want to clarify. You only used 36 out of the 4,500 DEPs that were submitted, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. The 36 receipts were the only ones that were submitted to us by the House of Representatives to be examined.
Only 36. Okay. Madam Chair, if the members here would indulge, because the document, the report's only 4 pages long. Baka just for the record, we could just read out the 4 pages para our kababayans who are following online can really logically follow the report that was submitted. It's only 4 pages po.
Yeah. So, actually, the copy submitted is in the Mitra building and it is being reproduced. Perhaps we can flash these 4 pages of the report of the NBI on the examination of specimen signature. Secretariat, kindly flash the report on specimen signature. After all, this is only 4 pages. Honorable NBI Director, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We also provided the committee to the committee secretary photographs of the enlarged photograph of the receipts that we have examined. Maybe that's the one that we can flash so that not the 4 pages report.
Okay, so do we have the
So we can-
photograph
we can
of
comment
the
properly.
examined signatures? Okay, with that, do we still have other clarificatory questions for the NBI? There being none, then we direct the committee secretary to once again call the respondent vice president so that if she is present, the oath will be administered so she can present her evidence, including those which will counter the evidence presented by the National Bureau of Investigation. COMSEC, please.
May we know if the Vice President is inside the premises of this room today? The respondent is not present today, Madam Chair.
We are placing on the record that in spite of the notice served, we called the respondent and she continues to be not present in our hearing room. The intention is to give her the continuing opportunity to present her evidence, including those which will counter the evidence presented by the National Bureau of Investigation. Since we have no other clarificatory questions for NBI, perhaps I must solicit the necessary
Madam
motions
Chair.
so they can be excused in our
Madam Chair.
proceeding today.
Madam Chair, I move that we excuse the NBI director together with the 2 experts.
There's a motion to excuse the NBI director, with including the 2 other resource persons. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. NBI Director Melvin Bantibag, Ms. Caroline Pitoy, and Mr. Antonio Magbohos from the NBI are all excused. Thank you for attending in our today's hearing.
Ngayon kayo bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi nyo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan kayo ng komento sa ibaba at atin niyang babasahin isa-isa.